Anyway, this week we're heading into Thanksgiving coming up and all that stuff. So we're keeping it fly. We're keeping it low key this week. Keeping this is a very stripped down podcast. Cook a turkey and pull it up and put it on your iPad and just soak it in because that's the way you do it. That's the way we do it on a holiday week such as this. Are you guys excited about Thanksgiving? Are you surprised it's here already?
I am, yes.
I can't believe it's already here.
It's already here. I am very excited about it. It's like my favorite food coming out, I try not to eat stuffing or anything like Thanksgiving really related until Thanksgiving, and then I go to town on it.
Oh, yeah.
I save myself for the day.
Are you at any...
You treat it like sex?
Exactly.
Is there any place that you go where they serve stuffing that it's not Thanksgiving? I can't think of settings that I'm in where that's
stuffing. They sell it year round, but I've never had it
Denny's,
outside of Thanksgiving.
Starbucks does a stuffing sandwich. Coco's has it. Gotta go to Coco's.
Those sandwiches, is that a new trend with the sandwich with the stuffing and the turkey and the cranberry sauce? Because
I've been doing that my whole life.
You ain't going to Coco's. You fucked up.
It's the fucking best.
There was a big revelation when I was at one of my favorite sandwich places is Earl of Sandwich.
Yeah.
Just outside of Disney.
Not as good as Coco's.
Oh, okay. But anyway, they have a holiday sandwich there that is awesome with turkey and cranberry and stuffing and some kind of there's mayonnaise on it, but it's not like a regular thing. It's some kind of spread on it that's Thanksgiving-ish.
Oh,
I don't know what
gravy.
What it is. But anyway, one of my favorite sandwiches ever. And I was commenting to Kevin that he was saying it was good, but I never see him get it. I was like, I'm surprised you never get that. And then Kevin dropped a bomb on me.
I do.
Kevin changed my perspective on him was forever changed.
Wow.
You want to tell what the revelation was?
I eat turkey and cranberry sandwiches almost weekly.
I couldn't believe it.
Turkey and cranberry sandwiches are my favorite sandwich of all time, second to peanut butter and jelly.
Where do you get these turkey and cranberry sandwiches?
I make them myself.
You've never made us one?
I buy cranberry sauce and turkey.
Wow.
Bread and
what else is on
so he's the opposite of you. He's doing Thanksgiving year round, weekly.
The crazy ones are for Thanksgiving, with stuffing, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the basic one that's just basically bread, mayonnaise, turkey, cranberry sauce on it.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
That's my all-time favorite sandwich.
Damn.
Oh.
Yep.
Damn.
So yeah,
you got one, and you're like, oh yeah, I don't get it. It's like, well, I had one before I came over.
I was like, you always say it's good, but I'm surprised I never see you order it. And it's like, yeah, about that.
I'm trying to think of my favorite sandwich.
That's up there for me. That holiday sandwich at Earl's is top.
That's really
maybe
good.
My favorite one. And it used to be seasonal, and now it's year round.
Yep.
So I'm very happy. But yeah, what do you think?
I don't know.
For me, it's they have it at Submarina where it's like the bacon, avocado, turkey, get some sprouts on there, onions. Oh.
See, I'm just a classic BLT man myself.
BLT is great.
BLT is
good BLT with that thick, crunchy bacon. Fresh,
you got to do that right.
Crispy lettuce.
I will say that the
juicy tomato slice.
The tomato can fuck you on that though, because it could be pretty shitty and ruins the whole sandwich.
And honestly, the unspoken hero of the BLT, the M, mayonnaise. Little light touch of mayonnaise. Perfect.
You know what? I'm gonna go rogue. I'm gonna say slop it on. I'm gonna say slop.
Shocker! Didn't think that'd come from you.
I'm gonna say fucking dump the jar out.
Wow, Rocco wants to slop something on a sandwich. You're blowing my mind today. Whole new day.
I really thought I've always been able to you got to get the mayonnaise amount right, but sometimes when they go a little heavy, I'm like I can still eat it. I'm not one of those people that I'm gagging. There's too much, whatever. It's like okay, that's a little more than I probably wanted, but I'll eat it. All right. So that's why I thought I would do so good at the Christmas cast with mayonnaise. I thought I could tolerate mayonnaise. It's not a big deal, and I've never been more wrong in my entire life. When you eat a spoonful of mayonnaise by itself, it's a different food.
No shit.
You taste every ingredient.
Egg. Every ingredient is just egg, right? What do they make mayonnaise at? Isn't it just
egg and oil and
you just whip the egg?
Yeah, but
is it
was
white
salty
or the whole egg?
too.
I think it's the whole egg,
maybe. When I used to work at Subway, I mean, at this point, 15 years ago, it was interesting to always see people's sandwich preferences, and there were some people with the mayonnaise that was like, "There's no more room for mayonnaise. Like you are fucking done." And it's like. They basically say, I'll tell you when to stop. And so okay, and some squeezing, like going like this, and I'm just waiting, and it doesn't happen. I'm like, we're gonna stop.
When you work at a regular
So
restaurant, you make the food and they take it. Like when I worked at Papa John's, I made pizzas and I felt like I made them perfectly.
Right.
I honestly felt a little bit jealous of people who were receiving these perfect pizzas. But when I worked at Subway, you are kind of the slave to the person, and then you have to make something to their standards. And sometimes you, like, in the back of your mind, start judging these people, and you start feeling like, oh fuck, you're telling me to put more mayonnaise on this shit? Fuck you. Oh God. Man.
Whenever I get Subway,
you're dying.
The amount they put on is always good. Here, whenever I was like, okay, that's good enough.
That's how I feel.
When I went to Texas, it was like, oh, just mayonnaise. Okay. And they're just, and they like, it kind of started squeezing. So they like shook it more to get more to the end and then to put more on. I'm like, oh my, they killed it with mayonnaise.
Now at Subway, they have light mayonnaise. Like,
they've always had
it's like low fat mayonnaise.
I
didn't realize.
That's been around forever.
When I like just a little bit of mayonnaise, just a little bit. So I said, okay, I get light mayonnaise. And they slopped on like 18 gallons of the light mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's the same amount of the light mayonnaise.
You have to order a little bit of regular mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I had the perfect, when I made the sandwich and nobody was fucking with my style, I would do this perfect mayonnaise roll where I kind of like lightly fold the mayonnaise back over itself. Oh, that, just let me do it for you.
At Subway, do they always have the bottle with the 3 nozzles at the end of it?
No.
Because they have that now. When you do it, it's 3 nozzles, so they can just do one pass. And it's 3 lines.
2017, ladies and gentlemen, new sandwich technology.
Yeah. But then I see the people taking that and just going over like 8 times.
All right.
And it's like,
now, can I expose some Subway secrets?
Okay.
Sure.
I'm going to say some bad shit.
Oh, no.
I shouldn't fucking say
Well, the
this.
biggest secret's already out, so you can get the rest.
You have to cut the bread at Subway.
Yeah.
And they give you the sharpest knives on earth to cut the bread. You probably did this too. So many times. I shouldn't say this. I would slice my finger while cutting the bread.
No, I would never do that.
Yeah, like more than one, because the knife is so sharp and you have to cut every loaf. I'm telling you out there, if you go to Subway, you have eaten blood.
Oh my God.
It's happened.
You blood people sandwiches?
If I did it,
oh no,
other people have done it. And I'm telling, this is the secret Subway doesn't want you to know. Because I was just a 16-year-old kid. They don't hire fucking rocket scientists to work at Subway. They're getting fucking dumbasses from high school, or they're getting fucking yokels. I hate to admit it, people, but it happens. People cut their hands when they cut that bread, and they bleed on your sandwiches.
But you're watching them. You can see, like...
No! Because the knife is so sharp, it's these minuscule little razor slices. Sometimes I wouldn't even realize till the sandwich was done. I'd look at my hand and be like, oh, shit. I cut myself.
And stuff?
Yeah, they're like little tiny fucking... They're cheap-ass fucking plastic gloves. Subway is not like a I'm getting like hot and sweaty just think. I'm confessing here.
Oh, my God.
And I feel the heat. It happens.
Wow.
It happens. Sean is denying it. It happens.
There were times I would cut my glove, never my finger, but I cut my glove and think like, I don't want to change that. I'm just gonna touch the bread. It's fine. So like, I get my finger touching their sandwich a little bit, but I wouldn't bleed on it.
You thought Jared was the worst part of Subway.
Turns out it was Derrick.
You were wrong.
Wow.
It's not just me.
Wow.
And it was never like a geyser of blood, but I definitely would cut my finger sometimes cutting that sandwiches.
Oh.
And I'm telling you, if anything can go, Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So they should pre-cut those loaves. You'll never think of Subway the same ever again. Yeah. That's not even the worst. We worked at Subway. There was so much fucked up stuff happening at Subway.
But that guy who we worked for was a crazy person, like legitimately a crazy person. So I think we had a weird one.
He brought a gun into work once.
Yeah, it's a franchise.
You never know what you're going to get in a franchise.
Who owns that particular Subway, and we had a weird one, so it's okay.
Go to a rich person's Subway. Go to a Subway in the rich part of town. Legitimately, there's a part of San Diego that is not nice. There's a crime-infested part of San Diego. I went to a Subway once there because I was driving through. I was like, let's go to Subway. It was behind bulletproof glass.
Yeah,
and it was like to pay and get your sandwich was like You ever seen in a movie like a bank teller that has like a bomb-proof like box where it's like you put the money in the box and you close it,
but they can't open it until it's closed. Yeah.
That is how you exchange the sandwiches. And I just thought, like, are people bringing bombs to this Subway? Like, how bad does it get here?
Yeah.
Everything is encased in bulletproof glass, and there's like a bomb-proof box to exchange the money for the sandwiches. It's crazy. Subway stories. You know, at that Subway, they're doing more than just bleeding on those sandwiches.
You can't stop them.
You can't stop them.
Glass can't stop that.
So think about it. Anyways.